Hey guys, Neil here with Chapel Gutter, Fascia, and Soffit, and today I'm really excited because we're starting a new series here on YouTube, how to replace wood fascia on a home. And before we get into actually showing you guys how we're gonna replace the fascia, I want to set you guys up with the tools you're gonna need to be able to do a professional job on this, not tear stuff up, and get great results that look awesome. Looks like you didn't even take a board off and replace it. Just make it look like new, make it look better than what it did, definitely, because rot looks like crap. So yeah, without further ado, this is what tools you need to replace wood fascia on a house. And so yeah, let's jump into this. I have several tools here. I have some non-power tools and some power tools. I think we're gonna start here with the basics. So if we move over here, let me get us situated a little bit. So yeah, just starting out, hammer, definitely gonna need, I think this is a 20 ounce. I like how the 20 ounce feels, gives you some good power with the weight. Crowbar, Prybar, I think some other people have some different names to it. The hammer, let's step back a sec. So the hammer just used for helping you rip out nails, helping you pull boards out. This tool, you cannot do this job without a hammer for sure. To nail the fascia board back in, you need a hammer. The pry bar is used to help you pry that fascia board out. Definitely a very beneficial tool. You can do the job without a pry bar, but it's a lot harder. So this is definitely something that's always in my tool belt when doing fascia. This here, this little instrument tool, it's called a cat's paw, and I actually did fascia for a long time without one of these, but the day I figured out what this tool was, it changed my life. This thing makes it easy. So it's similar to a pry bar. A pry bar, you can get nails in there and help dig them out. The cat's paw is specific, it has a sharp end here. And what you do, it's not like knife sharp, but it's sharp enough to go into wood. You'll put it on the nail or close to the nail, and you'll hit this, and it starts to curl, and it'll curl under that nail. And then you could take your hammer. You can see, I mean, this thing's beat up right here. You then hit this, and it'll break that nail free. That way you don't tear up a whole bunch of blades trying to cut through blades and stuff. This tool, a cat's paw, this thing is great. So definitely need a cat's paw in your tool bag. By the way, guys, I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below. So this speed square, you're gonna need a speed square. You need a speed square for two reasons. They all involve making cuts. You'll use this to create a straight line to cut through the fascia board, so you don't have to rip off a whole like 16-foot fascia board. If 4 feet's rotted, you can replace 4 feet. You can put this up to the fascia board, draw your straight line, cut on your straight line, and then once you go get your new board, you'll use this to score a straight line, so that way you can cut a straight line. Yeah, speed square, you're gonna need a couple of. I always keep 2 of them in my tool bag. Carpenter pencils, necessary, very necessary. Tape measure, again, extremely necessary. This is a 25-footer. With fascia, you can really get away with like a 16-footer. It doesn't have to be really long. Yeah, that's what's in my tool bag. And then let's move on here. We have some power tools. So I guess we'll start here. This is called an oscillating tool. Specifically, this is Milwaukee's Multi-Tool. This tool is amazing. It makes replacing fascia so easy. I see a lot of people using sawzalls or hacksaws or freaking circular saws to cut the fascia off of the house. All of those saws are extremely dangerous to use. Not from a circular saw is dangerous to use while you're up on a ladder. in general. It also is not very, you can't fit it into tight places. Sawzalls, they bounce all over the place. You're going to cut through shingles. You're going to cut through drip edge on mistake. You're going to cut stuff you don't want. Soffit, you're going to cut all that by mistake. This multi-tool is so, it's calm. You can hold it in two hands. It has a smaller area to where it cuts, so you can get into like small areas behind the drip edge and stuff. This tool is the right tool for replacing fascia on a house. It is not a sawzall. I'm tired of seeing this stuff. Guys, no, get this. If you're going to do this professionally, get this tool. Blades are definitely more expensive. Definitely worth it 100%. So the multi-tool is definitely a must. Now, then we move on to a framing nailer, okay? Again, this is not necessary. You can use a hammer and nail. That's the cheaper way. It's gonna be, it's a harder way of doing it. Once you get a framing nailer, if you're doing this a lot, if you're replacing a lot of wood fascia, get one of these. It makes it easier, way faster to replace fascia boards than using the good old hammer and nail trick. So framing nailer, it doesn't have to be the Milwaukee. This one is a battery powered airless nailer. You can do it with a traditional air powered framing nailer. You might even be able to get away with using a siding nailer, depending on if you're replacing sub fascia or not. Sub fascia, you need longer nails. So I always use, I think these are actually 3-inch nails. And the reason why I used to carry two different kinds of nails, because 3-inch nails are more expensive. I used to carry smaller nails to do the fascia and then use these 3-inch nails for sub fascia. It's very hard to keep track of all the nails. I always end up just having these in my tool bag and pull them out. One nail for all. I use 3-inch nails for both sub fascia and the fascia itself. And then moving on to our saws, how we cut the boards, the new boards that are on the ground that we need to install. I got two ways of doing this. Way number one, good old circular saw. This is great because it's portable. You can take it to wherever you are and just take a board with you whenever you go. Your ladder, your board, your tool bag, this baby, and make your cuts, throw the board on. If you do not have a circular saw, I would not go out of your way, unless you do this a lot, to get a handheld circular saw. I wouldn't do it if you have a miter saw, but if you do this a lot, get a circular saw, because there are times where it comes in really handy, but you definitely can use a circular saw, just like this DeWalt behind us. I used one of these for a very long time until I got a circular saw, and it worked great. So yeah, guys, this is the what tools you need to install fascia on a home video. I hope this video helped. If you're just watching this as soon as I release it, I'm not going to have other content on installing and replacing wood fascia, but if you hang on just a few days, we have a big fascia and soffit job coming up later in the week. So we're going to take a lot of content from that, and we'll get that posted up as well. As soon as we get some actual installing footage up here loaded up onto YouTube, you're going to see it all over this screen we're looking at right now. Guys, like this, comment if you have questions, and subscribe. We got some good stuff coming your way. All right, I'm Neil with Chapel Gutter, Fascia, and Soffit. Peace out.